Hello, hola, bonjour, hey, y'all. My name is Merc. Welcome back to the Narc Alert. Yeah, he's here. Don't worry. Rio's sleeping. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you guys. Listen, it's freaking hot. I don't know. I know a lot of you are experiencing this, and some of you have just finished with it. It's like 40 Celsius, which is about 104 for those of you in Fahrenheit land. It's freaking hot here. So this frizzy ass hair is what we get. And yes, the hair is blonde. I went back to blonde. It was just getting mucky and muddy looking, and I'll do some more colors again. Maybe I'll do blue next time. I like those fun colors, but for now, yeah, it's frickin' 40, guys. It's hot, and I was spent all morning rolling Joan around and taking her out for lunch and shit. So it is like I am pooped. I'm wiped out from the heat. Lexi is a member for 6 months, half a year already. Lexi, holy cow, half a year. Wow. Hope you girls are well. I'm doing all right. I'm very Barbie pink. Caroline says, do it, Barbie pink. Go lavender. I just did purple. I'm really feeling blue. I mean, I'm not feeling blue. I'm feeling like a blue situation type deal moment aesthetic. I really like this idea of the colored root, but it is really hard to do. Really hard to do. Because when you rinse it, it gets into here. It's really hard. Trust, I tried many times, many different methods. I guess I'll just have to foil it all. Like it's really hard, and then I end up with like I don't want the color there. I just want the color here. Oh, it's just a pain. I think it must be a lot easier if you have two people in a hairdresser sink and they can direct the hose onto the thing and all that. But man, it's hard to do on your own. But I'll probably try it again because on my whole life, I used to frig around with my hair. Like I had every hair. I had dreadlocks. I had everything. And I've been really boring with my hair for a long time, and now I've kind of found it fun again. And the new colors that they make now are so easy to use, and they don't hurt your hair. You don't have to use even peroxide. So why the heck not? But as Lainey knows, because Lainey used to have blue hair, the colored hairs that takes so much upkeep. Like that purple stuff rinses out really quick. I was doing it like every 2 or 3 days. But oh, the sun in phase, Jamie. Oh my god. We all used sun in, and it turned our hair the most hideous shade of yellow orange. And we all said, "No, it's not. It's natural. It's not sun in." Everybody lied about it, like as if we were fooling anybody. I forgot all about sun in. That's so funny. So yeah, don't send sun into the post office box. I'm not putting that crap on my hair. Rainstormy, 7 months already. Rainstormy, holy cow! Feels like just a minute ago. Highly recommend Arctic Fox. I'm purple right now. I'm gonna write that down. You know, when I was in the hair, I live right by the Toronto Barber Beauty Supply place, so I go in there and I buy, because I don't buy box dye. I buy, peroxide and toner and colors and stuff. I think I need to buy some Olaplex. What do you guys think of Olaplex, hair people? Do you think Olaplex is worth it? Does it really help with damage? Because I'm always fighting damage because I'm always coloring it and stuff. Let me know your thoughts on Olaplex. I've heard Arctic Fox is amazing. Manic Panic? I don't know. There's a new one. I should have taken a picture. I forget the name. There's a brand new one I saw at the Toronto Barber Beauty Supply place. And they had the most beautiful colors I've ever seen. Like they weren't like um you know how like Brad Mondo's colors are those really deeply saturated, intense colors, like the really cool intense colors. These were not like that. These were like very subtle, beautiful, subtle. There was like a pinky kind of blonde and a violet kind of blonde, but the subtlety, oh, beautiful. But I didn't buy them. I think I might go buy them. Lexi says yes, absolutely worth the money. Olaplex? All right, I'm going to buy Olaplex. Butterfly says only Olaplex number 3 and number 5. Like rose gold, exactly, CH. The colors were gorgeous. They were so pretty. But I said, no, let me just do a couple more bleach baths and get it lifted a little bit without damaging the fuck out of it. And then I'll put one of those other toners on. Oh, they were so subtle and so pretty. Really subtle and pretty. Maybe that would be a nice base and then put a more intense root. That might be fun. But as we know, hopefully, assuming everything, you know what? I'm going to stop saying this. I'm going to Costa Rica for my birthday with Paige, who's probably at work right now. Poor Paige. So lame. Has to work. um, yeah, I'm not breaking my hair again, Ingeborg. Are you kidding? It's been a year and I'm still trying to get it back. Bleach baths are okay. They seem to be okay. I get away with it. And my hair colors real quick. I don't need to leave it on for a long time. But I don't want to have weird color in Costa Rica because I'll be there in the sun and the ocean, salt water, and I don't want to have it go ugly. And then I'm not going to be doing my hair while I'm there. I'm not there long enough. So I think I'll maybe just keep it blonde, work on the blonde until after my birthday, and then do something later. RCC says your hair looks fine, just never use semi-permanent dye. IRI neon pink will never come out unless you bleach it again. Yeah, my hairdresser said to be very wary of blue too. She said blue is really hard to get out. But those L'Oreal paints that I was using, I'm sure they would come right out because they don't seem to stick very much. So yeah, so that's the hair conversation. And today I didn't do a damn thing to it. I just had a shower and went out. And it's 40. So I came home and I was literally trying to put on makeup, and it's like it seriously felt like I was in Costa Rica today. I'm trying to put on makeup and my face is sweating. And you pat down your face and then you pat off all the damn makeup you just put on to get off the sweat, and you start again and then you start sweating. It's just like in Costa Rica you just don't wear makeup. You just don't. A little bit of eye smudge because I have no eyeballs. My eyes vanish if I don't put something on them because I'm very fair. Rain Stormy says blue is awful to get out. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what Camille said to me. But I think it would depend on the. Bob said, I was going to ask, is there AC in Costa Rica? Some places there is, some places there isn't. And the deal with the AC in Costa Rica is it usually, if you want to use it, they'll charge you $5 a day extra for it because electricity costs are really high there. So I usually, the last time I was there was an air conditioner in the bedroom. So I would usually an hour before I'd go to bed, I'd put the air conditioner on for an hour. And then I'd turn it off and just go to bed with the windows open because you get the ocean breezes, right? Once you adjust, it's not bad, but it's hot. I'm scared of the Amazon next year because there is no AC and there's no fans. There's no fans. And it's going to be way hotter than Costa Rica there because Panama was way hotter than Costa Rica. I wanted to die in Panama City. It's never felt so hot in my life. I've got a picture of myself sitting waiting for my Uber with my stupid, I was still traveling with a stupid ass backpack then. I don't do that anymore. I'm a really small person and I'm an old ass woman. Stupid backpack is so heavy. And I'm just sitting there and I look so miserable and the sweat is just running down my face. But those are kind of some of my most fun memories of vacations when it's not comfortable. Like my best vacation stories are from when I get lost or when things didn't work out or, so it's fun that way. So yeah, in Costa Rica, you can get away with a rolly bag. It's fine. Amazon, no. Amazon, you have to check your rolly bag and then just take a backpack into the jungle. Plus, how stupid is a backpack? Like, if you need something and it's on the bottom of the backpack, you got to take all your damn clothes out of the backpack and then you never get them back in the right. It's a nightmare. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would love to be a 25-year-old who's backpacking across the world. That's a dream that I won't because I'm not 25. But no, with the backpacks. No, I like a rolly bag. And I even upgraded my rolly bag to the one that has those funky cool wheels that go everywhere, not just the straight ones. Because come on. Come on. And I have been in Costa Rica enough, and I'm sure Amazon is going to be the same, that I've learned. Everybody packs too much anyway when they go away, but in Costa Rica, seriously, the schleppiest, most comfortable, coolest clothes you own. Like nobody dresses up ever, 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 ever. So like no, like, oh, I'll bring one nice dress in case I go out for a nice day. No. No. Don't bring heels. Don't bring a pair of longer pants for horseback riding and jungle hiking and shorts and sundresses. And honestly, I end up wearing like the same damn pair of shorts and sundress all the time because I find the coolest outfit and I live in that. So I could probably go with a damn carry-on and get away with it. It's my electronics that's the problem. it's like the laptop and the GoPro and the phone and the chargers and the headphones. It's just like a lot. Ridiculous. Zed the Possum says, we bought suitcases with 4 wheels instead of 2 for a trip to the US. And my word, I know that's what I have now is the 4 wheels and they go like everywhere. They don't just go straight. Those are the best. Ingeborg says, is Costa Rica one of those places where you could just go without clothes and buy them there? You could, but there's not a lot of, you're going to buy either stuff that's made there that's artisan and might be a little pricey, or just, like a friend of mine was in Thailand and she had on those gorgeous kind of harem pants with an elephant on them. And she was telling me, oh, I love these pants. Do you want? Oh, they're really cheap. Like, I'll get you a pair. I said, okay. Oh my God, that's amazingly cool. So she picked me up a pair of these cool harem pants. I'm like, oh, these are so cool. My harem Thailand pants with elephants from Thailand. And I go to Costa Rica. They're made in China. Those pants. Every tourist destination sells those pants. The exact same pants were in Costa Rica. I thought they were all special from Thailand. They weren't. So seriously, I'll probably bring 2 or 3 pairs of shorts, half a dozen t-shirts, 2 or 3 sundresses, socks, hiking shoes, hiking sandals, a pair of jungle pants. That's it. And then all the rest of the gear stuff. So that's that. I didn't. Now I'm remiss in saying Denver was first. Hey, Denver, you were very first. First of all, first. Oh my God, Bob carried my bags from the car all the way in the plane. I had 0 wheels. Bob, get wheels. You've earned wheels, Bob. I think if you're over 20, you deserve a nice wheel. Hey, you know what I found today? The maple bacon chips are back. Oh my God, I bought a bag of maple bacon chips, and you know what I did? I left them down at Jones. So if I want to eat them tonight, I'm going to have to go down and visit her. I might forget them tonight and get them tomorrow because I'm done with her for the day, and I kind of don't feel like seeing her again. Yeah, but maple bacon chips, maybe we'll have an event tomorrow night. Maybe tomorrow night will be the Chips No Pants party in Discord. We have it once a month. It might be only 3 weeks this time, but I got to buy them when I see them because they come. There was like 2 bags left. I didn't even know they were there. They'll be gone. They won't be back for another 6 months. So that's my cheating carb. That's the carb I live to cheat on, is the maple bacon chips from Canadian Tire. Pants, no chips. Chip pants. Chip pants would not be good. You'd sit down, they'd crunch. Wouldn't work. Can you imagine chip pants in the rain? Wouldn't work. Now, chip pants, say on a 7-hour shuttle from the airport down to the coast, then a nice pair of chip pants might work if you were sitting on a bus. Listen, nobody has maple bacon, Vanessa. They're really hard to find. There's only President's Choice, which is a store. Loblaws is our big grocery store in Canada, and their house brand is called President's Choice. They make World of Flavors potato chips, and they used to make maple bacon, but I don't think they make them anymore. So now the only place I can get them is they're made by Canadian Tire. I know you guys love our Canadian Tire store. That the one that's near me doesn't even have tires. What they do have is maple bacon potato chips, and it's their house brand. But nobody else makes them. You can get sour cream and bacon. That's not it, sis. Zed the Possum says, but you can munch on the chip pants and turn them into chip shorts. Well, that's why they'd be great on a bus or on a long flight. Not so good hiking the jungle. The Frank brand, Ludi Pop knows the Frank brand. Frank is the house brand of Canadian Tire. I just got Mum Frank brand Colombian K-cup coffee. It's very good. It's very cheap. It's $15 for 30 K-cups, which here is cheap. Matthew Flandermeyer says, can I just get bacon? I don't think you can get bacon. There's maple bacon. There's sour cream and bacon. Oh, Lavender, thank you for the super chat. But more importantly, thank you for this little update. I left my Narc. I found an apartment. I start my job tomorrow. And finally, I have financial and emotional control back starting over at 23, baby. Baby, just starting. That is so amazing, Lavender. I'm so happy for you. 23, baby. You're just getting started anyway. That's fine. And you're starting at 23 so friggin' much smarter now. So you got a leg up early. That's awesome. Congratulations on your apartment and your job and being 23. I think 23 to like 33 was like, I had some serious fun. I wasn't very responsible, but I had a really, really lot of fun. I'm so happy for you. That is amazing news. I also have to remind you guys, Ella says, I love it when alerts have good news. Can I tell you something? One of my favorite places to go on our Discord is the happy news or the good news thread, because I love that. It cheers me up. Like if I'm feeling bad, I go there because I love sharing in everybody's triumphs, and it's so uplifting So, and then I also go to Pets. Pets makes me feel good. I never go to ALR Vile. I do once in a while because I feel like I have to check in to make sure everything's okay, but that's really one of the most well-behaved threads on the Discord because it's disgusting and nobody really, you know, the people that go there stay in the lane. In general, our Discord makes me very happy because you guys are so friggin' cool. For real. Did I say karaoke Sunday? I did, and I just ran over it, didn't I? Well, hello to Asper, Ingeborg. Asper's adorable. Asper's in the pet thread. Go check out Asper. Karaoke Sunday, I think at 3 or 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I think I wanted to say 4, and we made the sign for 3. So I guess 3 Eastern Standard Time. And I still don't have any songs picked. I have one song picked, so I have to pick my karaoke. I'm going to write this down. Karaoke songs. By the way, I got a new Bujo today. My old one was full. And I hate the Bujo. Like the actual bullet journal. I friggin' hate it. It doesn't fold over properly. It's pink. It's fuzzy. It gets dirty. I hate the dots everywhere. Like, it's just annoying as hell. So I got functional notes. Just notes. Notes. That's it. Functional. But I got a second one. Hang on. Oh, I got a little treat in there for somebody too. I got a second tiny one. And this is one to take care of all of Joan's shit. This is the Book of Joan. It's going to have all her fucking doctor's appointments and all the shit I have to do for her because it's getting too much. And I can't do it all in my head anymore. And then every time I forget something, she goes, "See, you forget things too." It's like, yeah, shut up, bitch. You've got dementia. I don't say that. Just in my head. Juicy fruit, but not for you, says my 20-month-old daughter loves your intro and always says, "Hi, Merc." Hi, Merc. Hi. Hi, juicy fruit, not for you's daughter. I don't want to ask her name. The Book of Joan. I should write that. No, she might see it. Just toss the old. It's here. Look at it. Like, idiot would have loved this. It says bullet journal. I know you can never see it on camera, but it does say bullet journal. But look, it's pink and it's material, so it's covered in stuff. It's always dirty. It's got this, oh, look how cool it is. But it's not bound. Like, you can't fold it over. And then it's got all the stupid dots. I just can't. It's dumb. Bullet journals there. I said it. Bullet journals are dumb. Come for me. Now, I've seen a couple in our crafts thread in Discord and they were done beautifully. So they're not really dumb. Bullet journals for me are dumb. I don't know what to say. What can we say about, should we talk about, there's this girl on the internet and her name is AMBERLYNN Reed. Sorry, I was just reading Chow telling me about Bujos. No, I understand, and when they're used well, they're beautiful, and I see how effective they can be. Not for me. I don't have the patience for that. It's like Miss Tomato Jam and her diamond painting. Are you kidding me? She says diamond painting, and I have anxiety. I can't do those little thing. Can't do. No, not for me. I'm too chaotic. I'm too chaotic. I'm not good at. That's what I need Tim for. He's good at that stuff. No Amber, more Merc. Well, she hasn't done much. I mean, she did a video and we reacted to it yesterday. Damn, that coffee's good. Oh my God. I forgot to do this before we get into that. Look at the linen. Look at the linen. Little sleeper. There he is. You can't see him though. He's a sleepy man. He cleaned his bum before the stream. I was watching him, going, "Are you going to finish that? I can't put the camera on if you're licking your bits." Rio, 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 Rio. Hi, Bobo. Hi, my Lina. Who's a little boy? Look how big his feet are. Sometimes, sometimes cats' back feet make me laugh because they look stupid. It's stupid looking. And also, Siamese coloring. Why do their balls have to be the same? Make how their points? They've got their face and their paws and their tail. Why do their balls have to be part of that organization? It's just weird. You know what I mean? Siamese cats are all like that. It's weird. Sorry, I was talking about your balls, Ria. I know you don't care. You stick them in the camera all the time. I know their little ankles are stupid. Look at his back feet, how stupid it is. Sometimes it looks like they're walking on their tippy toes and their heel is up there, and then that just cracks me up because then I can't see it any other way and it just looks stupid. Poor Rio. Poor Rio. Poor Rio. You know what poor Rio did? Poor Rio peed on my bed yesterday. Yesterday was a nightmare. See what I mean about the bits? Like, why do they have to be highlighted like that? I know why it is. There's actually a reason. You know that their points are colored when they're born, they're white, and it's to keep their body parts warm. That's why they're darker. So I guess it makes sense that their sensitive area would need to be kept warm. And there he goes, because of course his camera was on. Are you going to come up here now and say hello? Oh, did you wake up for us? Would you like to come up? Come on then, stubborn boy. What? There he is. There's the man. Come to say hello to you. Are you hot and lazy today? It's hot in here, huh? We have radiant cooling, which is kind of like air conditioning, but it's not. It's a way of keeping the house cold, but it's not forced air. It's cold water that runs through the walls and the ceiling, more or less. And it works exceptionally well, and it's really nice. It's never super cold. It's just always comfortable. It's always just nice. But when the weather's like this, this is like day 3 of this kind of heat, it gets a little bit warm. Of course, Rio is spayed fluffy. Yes, you are. Yes, he is. Um, so yeah, it's a really good system and it's very eco-friendly. It does the heating as well. And it's nice because there's no forced air blowing on you. Like that's what I don't like about air conditioners. Central air is nice, but window air conditioners. But yeah, it's pushing the system. So I have a couple of fans on. I took over Rio's. I don't know if you can see this. I took over Rio's cat tree and I put my fan on the top of it. He doesn't sit on the top of it that often. He'll be okay. He has enough places to sit. He's fine. He's fine. Right? Look how big you are. You don't even fit on the stool. You don't fit. So yeah, yesterday was a nightmare. I'll recap my day yesterday. We'll have a little chit chat about my nightmare. I know many of you have had shitty days yesterday too. So misery loves company, right? And then we'll get into Amber. I have a funny Amber video to watch. I woke up yesterday and the cat peed on my bed. Now I can't even get mad at him because he peed on my bed before. Now it was 3 days after I got my new bedding, but something had fallen down and blocked his litter box. Like he's an idiot. It was a towel. He could have gone behind it, but it blocked his litter box. So he peed on the bed. So I thought I washed it. Like I scrubbed my guts out. I did all this stuff. I thought I washed it. I put it all back. It's been fine. He peed on the bed yesterday again. Now he peed exactly in the same spot. So I can't even get mad at him. I know he can still smell it. Now, I did get mad, but not at him. So I had to strip everything, and then I realized that it probably got into the mattress topper as well. So I had to strip all. I took all the fucking cover off the mattress topper, and I flipped it, cleaned it off, and I flipped it over. And then I put all my stuff and soaked it in hot water. And then I called Joan every day at around between 9:30 and 10:30. We talk about what's up for the day and what's for dinner, blah blah blah. So I start calling her, no answer. Calling. Some of you in the Discord know what I went through yesterday. It's like noon and I'm still not getting an answer. So now I'm getting concerned because she sometimes wanders out to the store, but she never goes out that early. So it was really weird. And I thought I had a bad feeling because I know that someday this is going to happen and I'm going to bust into that, get the peas and break in that apartment. I'm going to find her passed away there. It's going to happen. She's 90. Now, on the other hand, she's also selfish and she'll go walking and not tell me she's gone out and then get mad at me when I'm worried, right? So I can't do anything because this is in my head, right? I'm worried about her, idiot. So I think, okay, well, I'll wait till noon. And if she doesn't answer, then I'm going to walk down to the corner store because I know sometimes this boutique grocery store has tables and a coffee shop, Starbucks and stuff. So maybe she'd be sitting out there. So there's a Circle K and across the street is the Longos. So I needed to go out for cream. So I thought when I go out for cream, I'll go and I'll look. And if she's not sitting at that store, then I'm going to come back and we're going to do a wellness check in her apartment. I'm going to get them to let me in. And I'm concerned now. So I get down to the corner. I look across the street. Well, there's the bitch sitting there having a fucking coffee. So she didn't see me. I turned around. I went in Circle K, got my cream and went home. She calls me at 12:30. Now, I chose to not get angry with her because then that just would have set the tone for the whole day because, she's a narc, so she's never wrong. So I just had to say, do you think maybe you could just make sure you could call me before you go out? Like, I don't care if it's 7 a.m. Just give me a call because that's probably better than me worrying about that you're dead in your apartment for 3 hours because that kind of gets stressful. So she said, yeah, but she won't. So, yeah, exactly. Pick the battles, Ellen. And I knew that would set it wasn't worth getting mad. I was mad. But, so what I got to do is I'm going to buy a GPS tracker and I'm going to put it in her walker because she can't go away. She can't go anywhere without her walker. So I'm going to shove that in there or attach it to the bottom or something so she doesn't know it's there. So then I can at least have a little peace of mind. So, okay, so then we get all that settled. It's now like 1 p.m. I haven't started doing anything yet for myself. I've got a chocolate order to do. I've got a video to do. And something else. Oh, and the laundry now has been sitting in this. So I got all this stuff to do. Oh yeah, and dinner. I gotta make dinner and have dinner with her. So I'm feeling a little stressed. It's a lot, right? And I can't do chocolate work in 40 Celsius. Humidity and chocolate do not play well together at all. So I decide to do the video. So I do a reaction video. And I have my new computer, right? So I'm rendering the video. And it gets 3/4 of the way rendered. Oh, I render it and I play it and I go, there's something wrong with the audio. There's a lot of clicks. It pops in the audio. This mic, I don't know if I like this mic. So I go through and I re-engineer the audio and take all the friggin' clicks out. It takes forever. It's very tedious. And then I re-render it together. As I'm re-rendering it back together, the computer crashes. I don't mean the program. I mean the whole computer black. Uh-oh. It restarts. I try it again. I turn everything off except my editing program. I try it again. Computer crashes again. I'm thinking, my brand new computer is a piece of shit. Why? It makes no sense. This thing should be able to render a video. It's more powerful than the last one I had. I don't get it. Okay, well, I guess I'll render it over on the laptop. Oh, except every single stupid asset isn't over there. So I got to start transferring files over to the laptop so I can re-render it on the laptop and then upload it. In the meantime, clock is ticking. Friggin' Snowflake gets his reaction up before me. We don't like that. We like expediency is important. So Now it's dinner time, so I got to stop everything I'm doing. Oh, I also ordered groceries, an Instacart in the middle of that. Then I stop what I'm doing. I make dinner. I go have dinner with Joan. I come back. I sort out the video. I upload it. I upload the wrong damn version, the unedited version, which most of you saw. And so then we settle. Things are starting to wind down a bit. We're watching some stuff on Discord. I go, okay, I'll start tempering the chocolate now while we're watching stuff on Discord. I can't, still too humid. I tempered that chocolate 4 times. I was tempering chocolate till 4 o'clock this morning, making smash hearts. And then I went to bed. So that was my day yesterday. And then today I packaged up the order, picked up Joan, went out, did a bunch of errands with her, took her out for lunch, and then I went to UPS and got rid of the order. So then I was like, holy crap, I got 45 minutes till the stream. Let's go. Let's go. So hi. My name is Merc. This is Rio. Welcome back to the Narc Alert. Yeah, it's a lot, eh? Tempering chocolate is an art, Garlic Breath says. Tempering chocolate is a pain in the ass. And it's actually really not that hard. Guys, just use a thermometer and it's fine. I use the seeding method if you guys temper. It's easy. It's just a pain. Like I do a big batch, 2 at a time, right? So I'm tempering maybe 2 pounds at a time. So it takes good 40, 45 minutes of constant stirring. And then you think it's okay and you pour it all out in your molds and you let your molds set and you unmold them and they're not tempered and they fall apart. And you got to start again. So yeah, that was till 4 in the morning. I wasn't happy. But I just finished doing it all. Jasmine, I used to fuck it up all the time too. Just keep at it and get a good thermometer. And get the right temperatures. It's not hard. Okay, you know what? I'll tell you something though. Maybe I'm being an asshole because I have a really good chocolate melter. I used to have a tempering machine that was expensive, but it was a piece of garbage and it kept breaking. And I bought 3 of them. And then finally I was like, yeah, this is ridiculous. I'm not buying this stupid machine again. I'll temper by hand. But I bought this expensive melter from France. It cost about $700. And literally all it does is heat up melt chocolate. It's a unit that has a bowl that sits in it, but it's the temperature. It's very precise. So, and after the chocolate's tempered, you can put it back in the unit and it'll hold it at temper for hours. So that does make life a lot easier, but I'm convinced I could do it over a bain marie if I had to. So, excuse me. Is that enough about me now? Can we talk? Amber hasn't uploaded yet, has she? I was kind of stalling, hoping she would. But in the meantime, our amazing, always on the ball mod. You know, I've got the best mods of all the mods. And there was a video. We were watching a video the other night in the Discord. It was a Oompaville video because we like Oompaville. And he was talking about Discord moderators because I guess Discord moderators have a reputation for being like heavy set, hairy man babies, geeky guy thing. But it's like, you haven't, no, we're like taking back the mod thing. Our mods are hot, smart, funny. So I wrote on Oompavilles. The mods were watching with me and they said, tell him. So I wrote a comment on the Oompaville video publicly and said, my mods are hot. So anyway, speaking of mods, like I said, our amazing mod Jamie sent me a little video on the Discords. Sorry, I'm really thirsty and this coffee's cold. And that's good right now. Jamie says, I'm not hot, but I'm not hairy either. No, but you're smart and cool. Hot is subjective, okay? Everybody's hot when they're cool. Should that be on a new merch? Everybody's hot when they're cool. Angelina, this is the best community. Thank you for making me always feel welcome. I was cruising through the Discord before we started, and I tell you guys this all the time, but our community keeps getting bigger, and it just gets better all the time. Like, I think we're making being friendly and nice to each other kind of cool, but we're also irreverent and like thirsty and, naughty. But that's what's fun, right? Like, you can be a nice person and still swear and be dirty, and that has nothing to do with your quality of humanity. And you don't even have to be anyway. You guys know I don't have to tell you how cool you are. Y'all damn know that. Um so yeah, Jamie sent me this video. And it's by somebody that I'm not familiar with. So I'm very happy to give them a shout out. They're not a huge channel. They're monetized, so that's cool. And you guys probably know them. To be honest, I don't watch a lot of AMBERLYNN Reid reactions, surprisingly. Okay, I've screwed all my windows up. No, I haven't. Here we are. We're gross, but we're great. Reagan, that would be great merch too. Gross, but great. Oh, right now, by the way, there's a 40% off sale at RedBubble. 40%. That makes all that stuff damn reasonable. I never push the merch unless there's a big sale because I'm cheap. Valentine, thank you for the super chat. Valentine says, we are the best mods because we have the best Mercury alerts. And for the fun, whoop whoop. See? Mutual Admiration Society. All right, so anyway, back to the big glass. Why can't I get this stupid window to open? There. That wasn't difficult. What was I saying? Look, I did get a little organized. I did this. So there's this channel, and they're called Salt the Crab, or Salt Crab, I think is Salty Crab. Duh. But their at is Salty the Crab. So they have been doing some very funny videos. And this one is called Storytime with AMBERLYNN Reid Part 1. And Jamie tells me that they've got a lot of stories that she hadn't really heard a lot before. So it might be some new stuff. I don't know them. So anyway, without any further ado, let's add. She's sitting backstage and she's dying to come and see you. Let's add her. She always has to pop in and take over. It's like a big... No, Amber. What are you doing down there? What are you doing down there? I could add the real Cam, but he's being... You want to know where he is? He's going to probably move anyway. I'm not going to add it. As soon as I get up, he's going to move. He's laying on the floor on my dry bag. The other day, we were showing Costa Rican... what to pack to go to Costa Rica videos. And I was showing everybody, I have that, because I'm a pick-me girl. And Rio quite likes the dry bag. Ludi Pop says they watch Salty Crap. I think you mean crab. Anyway, let's go. Let's watch this. Turn her up. Let me know if I'm too loud. And, you know the routine. Why do I say these things to you? You're not new.
That's a little exaggeratory. Hello, beautiful people of the interwebs. I used to be MySpace obsessed. Facebook is now, MySpace was then. Get with the program, girl. Okay. I still remember my first MySpace photo.
Excuse
No,
me,
the
I'm
whole
sorry.
angle where you're like this. It was like that.
Oh yeah,
My
we've seen
makeup
a
was
lot
on
of
fleek.
pictures.
OMG. And I had about
We have
80
seen
houses.
we have seen all of the. I was never on MySpace. I totally missed out on the whole MySpace experience. Well, I probably was a little old for it anyway, but totally missed out on it. But I have seen all those that MySpace angle, as everybody talks about, and she had them all.
People
Oops.
on my MySpace friends list. Not exaggerating, not joking. And Shanae happened to be one of
Thank you, Alyssa, for becoming a member. I think my phone is ringing. No, maybe it's construction. No, I think it was my phone. It was probably Joan.
the ones. So I had like
Hang on.
literally, I want to say 500,000 comments on my MySpace. And I was like, yes, MySpace. And there was actually this time where I got really bored, and everyone that was online on MySpace, I sent them a comment saying, hey. So eventually I was talking to literally like 300 people at once. Her name was Shanae. She had the home, she had the boyfriend, she had the look, she had the personality. Honestly, looking at her, you're like shocked that she was such a sweet person. Like, we just like became literally cyber best friends in like a split second.
In a split.
Her dad was super rich, and she had like this beautiful huge house. Like, I'm talking like spiral staircase, like mansion, hashtag like chandelier hanging like in the doorway. Girl, let's meet. Like,
look at that face. Alyssa, thank you for becoming a member again. Sorry, I'm distracted. I gotta check in case she's dying or in the hospital. I always gotta check this stupid phone. I hate that. Alyssa Lee, thank you for the super chat. Says I forgot to renew my membership last month, but I'm glad to be back. Well, we are glad you are back. You're back just in time for karaoke on Sunday, by the way. It wasn't an emergency, by the way, on the phone. Yeah, this story sounds like such a load of horse crap, doesn't it? I know Rio is over. He can't even hear. Well, he can hear. He's got good hearing.
how you doing? Like, get on a plane, let's become friends, shopping spree. And her fiance actually sent me a message, and we started talking. His name was Nick, and she goes, so I want you to add my best friend Taylor. I thought I was your best friend. Like, so our friendship went on for almost 2.5 years. I realized that her number wasn't even a real number. She's like, oh, actually, I have to text you from my iPod because
Jamie, thank you for the super chat. Jamie says I'm missing all her ridiculous claims. Yeah, I was distracted by that phone. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, she was being catfished. That's what I thought too. As soon as it's, I want you to add my friend. That, like, seriously? I'll be more cognizant, Jamie.
because I
I'll
don't
be more
have
aware.
a phone. All of a sudden, I think it was like 3 days went by, and I was like, I haven't heard from Shanae at all. Why haven't I heard from Nick? Why haven't I heard from Taylor? Like, they were all gone. I get a random message from a random person, and she goes, do you remember Shanae? You know she was fake, right? I'm like, no, she wasn't. It's like, yeah, she was faking to be this girl that I went to high school with. Nick's profile was fake. Taylor's profile was fake. It was all one girl. Did you ever talk to them on the phone? I was like, no.
I don't even believe she was catfish. I believe she's making up a catfish story. I bet you if we watched enough episodes of Catfish, we would find this story. Do you think? Season 1, season 2 of Catfish, if we kind of cross-reference the year. She loves Catfish. She always loved the show. This sounds exactly like the plot of a Catfish episode. Even the name Shanae sounds like something I would have heard on Catfish. This is not even. She's making this whole story up.
And then something clicked. My heart literally sank to the floor. I wish more than anything I knew who did this and why, because I honestly feel like I would still be there for this person. I have watched a lot of the show Catfish on MTV. One of my favorites, Stephen Max, Arbe. We all know this. So many people do it because they feel alone or because they feel like not accepted for who they are and stuff. People need to really be careful.
Doesn't she strike you as the kind of person, honestly, if you've watched enough of that Catfish show, does she not strike you as exactly the kind of person that would catfish? Like, they're often large girls who get bullied and they don't feel accepted. And they just think, if you really just got to know me and fall in love with me, then my size wouldn't matter because you're really in love with me. That seems so much like something she'd do. Do you have something to say? What's going on? Can we watch this? This is funny.
Online, because you can get really hurt. To catfish someone really hurts, like really bad, and I still can't get over it, and it's been like 4 years. And I feel like if she ever messaged me and she's like, you know what, this is Shanae Kingston, this
It's
is
nice
really
for
me,
you.
let me explain to you, I feel like I'd forgive her for sure. Hey guys! Santa though.
Oh my
So
god.
this video is how I
That
found
was
out
hideous.
Santa wasn't real. So I want to say one of the first things that kind of threw me off regarding Santa Claus was
Annie.
my
Annie Dorn says at this time she was only in her 20s. She looks like she's in her 40s. Amber looks so old, and them glasses does not help her at all. Yeah, she had that grandma chic going. I've seen her look older than that, though. I think she looks older here in this. She
dad,
doesn't do herself
he
any
would
favors.
beg me. He would be like, ask Santa for a bike. Ask Santa for a bike. Santa, I want a
I
bike.
remember this story.
Santa, I want a bike. You know,
I've
I would
used
do
this
it.
story
Behind closed
in a
doors,
video
you know, when
recently.
little kids like to beg Santa for stuff, I really wanted a jump rope. I wanted a damn jump rope more than I wanted the bicycle. I really wanted the jump rope. But my dad always was like, you know, he wanted me to get the bike. So he's like, ask Santa for the bike.
I used this story in my video about her dad, the Father's Day video that I did.
So I would always ask Santa for the bike. But in private, I'd be like, Santa, I want a freaking jump rope. So when I'm opening gifts from Santa Claus, here comes the bicycle, and I'm waiting for the jump rope, and I'm trying to like be happy for the bicycle, but I'm really wanting that damn jump rope, and I did not get one, and I actually cried about it. I didn't cry in front of my parents, like I snibbled in private. I was probably 7, and then I think this was my 8th. Yeah, I was 8 when this happened, because this was the time when I knew what was up. And this is actually
So this would have been the last Christmas she spent with her parents before they took her. She was gone from 8 to 18, right, in foster care, with a 6-month trial period between 13 and 15 years old. So this would have been the last summer before she was taken away. So her parents would have been probably peak in their addictions at this time. Right before you leave the kids, things are probably pretty bad. I mean, right before the kids get taken away, your life probably isn't in the best of control, I would assume. And yet they're showering the kids with bicycles. Was this before or after the 2 Disneyland trips? Like, she's never talked about what her father did for a living, has she? Like, what did her parents do for a living to earn money? All I ever know about them, all she's ever told us is that they were drug addicts. They were drug addicts. They were drug addicts. They were drug addicts. What did they do? Did they have jobs? I know they were poor, but did they not work at all? Did neither of them work? He was a street pharmacist. Maybe. Ella says something about him owning a business, I think. He owned a business, and that's all she said. He worked on lawnmowers, and they lived on a farm over a restaurant. A farm over a restaurant. Bacons. I know what you mean. It was a really big restaurant. Anyway, she's just never talked to me. Sorry, Bacons, to tease you.
Actually a beautiful story, at least to me it is. My mom was pregnant. What I did every single Christmas, I would sleep in the living room after I put out the cookies and the milk for
Farms
Santa,
to
because I
table.
wanted to see Santa. I wanted to see his big
Bacon,
red
that's
bag.
funny.
I wanted to see his beard. I wanted to see, you know, his elf that he came with, if he came with one. I wanted to hear the jingle bells on my roof, and I wanted to see his reindeers and his sleigh and the whole thing.
You know, ever since I pointed out, and I kind of knew it before, but once you say something out loud, it becomes even more real. Ever since that time when we talked about how she has to reiterate comments like 6 times, I can't unhear it now. Look at how many how many things she says about, like, she could have just said, I slept on the couch because I was really excited, like every little kid is, to try and catch a peek of Santa Claus. Listen to how she talks.
Milk for Santa, because I wanted to see Santa. I wanted to see his big red bag. I wanted to see his beard. I wanted to see, you know, his elf that he came with, if he came with one. I wanted to hear the jingle bells on my roof, and I wanted to see his reindeers and his sleigh and the whole thing, and
Yeah,
I
we
never
get
got
it.
to see that.
8 times.
But one fine Christmas morning, when Santa was supposed to be putting out my gifts, I'm in the living room and my mom starts screaming and crying in the living room right next to the Christmas tree. And I'm just laying in my, like, with my blanket like this. She's like, my water broke. And as a little girl, I had no idea what that meant. Like, I thought maybe she dropped her glass of water and it broke. Like, I had no idea what she was talking about. We'll never forget these words, because as a little girl, I was very, very angry. She said I was putting the Santa gifts out and my water broke, George. Everyone freaks out. I freak out. I'm up and I'm like, what? I'm having a brother. And then I was like, Santa gifts. But my brother is coming. And it was like this whole thing. There is no freaking Santa. And that is how I found out. To me, I think that's a cute story.
That was a weird story. Her mother said, oh, my water broke. And she said, wait, what? My brother's coming? Did they know? I guess you could know they were having a boy, because they probably had the finest in prenatal care. Being drug addicts, living in a trailer, probably that was top priority for them, of course. And the fact that her mother simply said, I was putting out the Santa gifts and my water broke. From that single statement, young Amber at 7 knew that that meant, sadly, there is no Santa. How did she get that from that? Yeah, didn't know that what meant the water breaking meant. Good one, Beth the Bookworm says. Didn't know what it meant when the water was breaking, but knew her baby brother was coming. She's so full of it.
Hey guys, so I have a story for you guys.
All right, Lena, what's this one?
That is just a story to you guys, but it was reality for me.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it was freaking scary. So let's just get on to this bit. Where do I even begin? I was 16. I was obsessed with MTV. Like, that is what I did. I would go to school, I'd come home and watch MTV. Like, hashtag lame life, okay? And that was when The Hills, the reality show, was.
Well, now you don't even go out, so you don't have to come home, and all you do is watch YouTube. So hashtag sad life. At least then you came home from somewhere to watch MTV.
It's like a hit, and I was obsessed. OMG, you don't even know. So I was sitting there watching the new episode of The Hills, and I was like, you know what? I want some ice creams. And the bowl of
course you
ice
did.
cream that I got was quite big. I took a lot, let me just say that. So I was just, watching the hills, and I finished my ice cream, and I want to say like 10 minutes later, I started getting like the horrible shivers. Like I was freezing and I was shaking like hardcore. Like my jaw was like, and I was like, so I went in my bedroom.
Like, again, how many times does she have to reiterate? She said she had the ice cream, it gave her the shivers. And then I was freezing, I was shaking, I was shivering, my jaw was doing that. Yeah, we get it. God, we're not simpletons. We understand words.
And I got my blanket.
And she's not adding a lot of texture, color, or flavor to the story. She's just reiterating.
And that wasn't working. It's like, okay, I ate too much ice cream. Like, instead of just getting like a brain freeze, I'm getting a body freeze. So I put on 2 pairs of pants, and I was covering up with the living room blanket and my pink blanket. That still wasn't working. I started just feeling kind of like not right.
She was not.
I didn't finish the episode.
I'm going to say as stupid, because we know she lies about, because I'm telling you, my narc lies about ridiculously stupid little things too. I think they think that normal people won't question them because it's such a stupid little thing that you wouldn't even think someone would lie about it. That preface is to say, I don't think she didn't wear 2 pairs of pants. Who does that? Who puts on 2 pairs of pants when they're cold? I mean, you get long johns under your pants. Okay, I get that. But she didn't go home and put on 2 pairs of pants, take out 2 blankets. She's still shivering from the big bowl of ice cream.
For the hills, I just went straight into my room. And since my brother and his girlfriend and my foster sister were all in the kitchen, they were right there by the room. And they were in there.
My brother and his girlfriend and my foster sister? But was she not taken to different places than her brother? Like, she didn't go to the same house with her brother in foster care, did she? Maybe she did. Or was she at home at the trailer park with her drug addict parents, and her foster sister was allowed to just go along for the ride? That seems unusual. I don't get how the brother and the foster sister are in the same place. And does that seem normal? I mean, again, not American, and I don't know how the system works, but that just seems a little unusual to me. Did I hear it right?
Blanket and my pink blanket. That still wasn't working. I started just feeling kind of like not right. I didn't finish the episode of the hills. I just went straight into my room. And
Oh, Ella, yeah?
since my brother and his girlfriend and my foster sister were all in the kitchen.
Okay, Ella says her one brother went in the same foster homes with her. Okay. All right, then that makes perfect sense.
They were right there by the room.
She was cold, Ingeborg, because she ate a really, really, really big bowl of ice cream. It was really big. It was really cold. I mean, it was really cold. It was so cold. It was like ice. It was the coldest. It was cold. You know what I mean? It was so cold. It made her shiver like this. She was shivering because it was cold. It was icy cold, like very cold.
And they were in there laughing
So
and just
annoying.
doing their thing. And for some reason, like I was getting really annoyed with them because I wasn't feeling okay. And I was like, can you guys shut up? Like I started screaming at them. So as I was laying in bed, I just
like a little baby narc. Everybody else, stop having fun. I don't feel good. Pay attention to me. Pay attention. Stop what you're doing. Fuck off.
like fell asleep. And I mean, I must have been sleeping for a while, and I was sweating my ass off, let me tell you. And I ran to the bathroom like the speed of lightning, and I just puked. Like I felt so sick, like death. And I mean, I was puking probably every hour. I didn't want to eat or nothing. I was on and off shivering, on and off sweating, on and off shivering, on and off sweating. I was puking and I had diarrhea and I couldn't eat. So it became bile and it was disgusting and it was horrible. I felt like someone ran me over and I was like, what is happening? And obviously we all assumed I had the flu. I slept for 2 days. It was probably
No, you big heifer. I'd assume you had food poisoning. You eat everything in sight. Comes on that fast, you puke and it's done. It's food poisoning.
mm, that's a little exaggeratory. So when I woke up,
Not
my
exaggeratory.
brother was there and he's like, "What's going on? You've been sleeping? Like, are you hungry?" I was like, "No, I'm fine, but my leg really hurts." And he's like, "Ooh, why is it so red?" And I was like, "I don't know. It's probably just because I've been sleeping and I've been laying on it weird." And he goes, "No, no, I don't think so. That kind of looks like what our foster dad had." And I'm like, "What?" The next day, my
What?
foster mom was like, "Okay, we're going to go to the hospital. We need to get this figured out." And it was worse. My leg was swollen and it was like this hard reddish.
Jamie, you are right. How dare me? She is way too special for simple salmonella.
Purplish, just like my whole calf. Ugh. So when I went to get up, the pain I felt,
Oh,
I have never in my
no.
life
No one's experienced pain like
felt
that.
such pain.
No one has.
I couldn't walk.
No, of
Like
course
it
not.
took every single ounce of me to walk.
God,
And
you are
I hadn't
sensitive.
showered since I got sick. So I was like sickly stinky, just being honest. I could barely take a shower. I had to do the whole whore bath bit, if you guys know what I'm saying. So we went, they run tests, and they said,
You spent a night vomiting. Why couldn't you have a shower the next day? So you've been a filthy, filthy human being since you were a child? Is that what? Oh, well, okay, then it makes more sense, I guess, if you've never had good hygiene habits, why you can't just all of a sudden have them as an adult. Like if that level of filth and hygiene has always been acceptable to you, it makes sense then that why she doesn't bathe. But she knows in her mind that that's not socially acceptable, so that's why the facade of all the showering and all the smelly stuff and all the. But it's just not really part of who she was. She was never. Now, to be fair, her parents were drug addicts and she grew up in a trailer park as a little tiny. She probably wasn't taught. She was set out on the world without a whole proper set of skills. But she was put into foster care pretty young. I would hope that maybe they would have taught the importance of personal hygiene, right?
"You have cellulitis." And I was like, "What?" And how they explained it to me then was it is a infection in the blood. What could have caused this? The only thing that I can remember happening was I stubbed my toe, my big toe, really hard on wood like the day before I got really sick. And they're like, "Bingo." And I was like, "Huh?" Because I stubbed my toe. I'm like on my deathbed. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, that's
All right, Thirsty Busker, I agree with you. Thirsty Busker says, I grew up neglected and gross, and I didn't start brushing my teeth regularly till I was an adult. You can choose to change. You can choose to be. You know what? When we know better, we do better, right? When we know better, we do better. I mean, I was raised by a narc, and I certainly was a narc for many, many years because I parroted what I learned from my parent. For Amber, it's poor hygiene skills. For me, it was being a damn selfish ass narcissist. But when we know better, we do better, right? I'm definitely not like that anymore, and Busker doesn't smell.
pretty much what happened. So
Real agrees.
the issue is anyone at any size could get cellulitis. But the fact that I was gaining weight really rapidly at that age and me stubbing my toe caused like a little chemical reaction to happen. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor. Don't know. At this
Wait,
point, I
what?
don't care. But somehow me stubbing my toe caused this to happen. So what they did was they took a marker and they marked exactly the outline of my cellulitis. So antibiotics, I normally don't take medicine, but I'm literally dying right now. Like, so
Why is that funny?
got the outline, got the medicine, went home.
Why does she always think her severe health issues are funny? Until they really, like, except for the cancer video where she cried And I still, to my heart and my core, believe that was very real. Because I don't think she's that good an actor, and that was real. But other than that, whenever she talked, I was gonna died. He said, "You're gonna have a heart attack." Weirdo. Rio just did a whole dance trying to get comfy on that stool. Yeah,
I
he does that.
finally
Lately he's
decided to try to
sitting
eat
with his bum facing the
and
camera.
it was my first day taking the antibiotic, and so I was just gonna make a cup of noodle because I was not hungry. Like, I was puking, I was in pain, I kept like blacking out. My temperature was 103. So
It was not.
when I got the cup of noodle and I warmed it up in the microwave, and when I
Is that not a very, very high dangerous? Like at 103, should you not be going to the hospital? Isn't that going to the hospital temperature 103? I always thought it was.
went
Yeah,
to
and
take it out,
blacking
I
out from the pain. Oops, why did you do
completely
that?
blacked out. Like, I wouldn't say like I blacked out as in passed out, but it's like I almost forgot what I was doing. And
So you
the
didn't.
noodles.
So you didn't black out. Oh my god, you guys! I completely blacked out. Well, not like passed out, but I kind of was fuzzy and I didn't know what I was doing. Okay, so you didn't black out. God, you have to exaggerate everything. Narcissists are so freaking the same.
And the broth went all over me. Boiling hot, might I say, just came out of the microwave. And thankfully I didn't get burned or anything because I didn't have it in the microwave for too long. But I was like, damn, like I ain't feeling good at all. I just went in the refrigerator. I ate a piece of bologna. I didn't even care anymore.
Okay, so it was boiling hot because it just came out of the microwave and it really hurt because it really burned her, but it didn't really burn her because she didn't have it in the microwave that long. So that was her in her head starting the story and then realizing that if she really burnt herself, then maybe she should have been taken care of and that wasn't part of the story. So she had to backpedal on that. She's making this up as she goes.
After about 5 days, we went back to the doctor. My cellulitis wasn't getting smaller, it was getting bigger. I was feeling worse. I was eating less and less and less. Like, I wasn't eating at all, but like when I got the antibiotics, like I said, I was trying to eat a little bit, but then I like stopped.
No, you didn't.
And the pain was getting worse. I was sleeping more. Like, everything was just getting worse. And they said these antibiotics are not working. And they said you need to go to the hospital. And for some reason, when they said that to me, I freaked out. I started hysterically crying, and I really don't know why. I think it's because the whole like people die from cellulitis, and I wasn't getting better, and like I hated myself, and I was like, why did I do this to myself? It wasn't even my fault. Like, everyone stubs their foot, like it
Amber's
happens.
sick. Be quiet.
The doctor said that my temperature was 105 and that he didn't know how I was even functioning. So I was rushed to the hospital and they put an IV in me and they said
The doctors didn't even know how she was functioning, you guys. She is once again, a medical freaking miracle. They called them and the doctors were like, hang on a second. Doctors, quick, we have to have a conference. This woman has 105 degrees. I don't even know how she's functioning. Let's get her in here so we can hold hands and cry and tell her how proud we are.
Said that the IV that I had, they were giving me a stronger, different type of antibiotic. So I was going to feel exceptionally nauseous, but they didn't even want me to eat. Like, they weren't even focused on that in any shape, way, or form. They just wanted me.
Butterfly says 105 can cause brain damage. So that's what I said. Isn't 103 when you should start taking the kid to the hospital?
To get better. After I was in the hospital for a bit,
have a kid, but
they finally released me to go home, and they're like, you can't go to school. You have to rest for at least 2 weeks. You have to get better. They prescribed me with a different antibiotic, and they said,
take this one. Stop eating.
Keep eating, keep trying to get fluids in, and instead of taking the antibiotic once a day, you need to take it 3 times a day. And I was
Like,
like,
it
oh
was
my
prescribed?
God. Every day I slowly got better.
I bet you when she was a kid, if she's telling the story like she was young when this happened, I bet you the first course of antibiotics they gave her, she didn't take properly. And that's why shit didn't get better. Because antibiotics work. You take them and they work. But you have to actually take them and take them when they're prescribed and take the full course. Not just, I feel better now, I'll stop taking.
And I started to eat more and I started to drink more. I was sleeping accurately. I was still in a lot of pain. I couldn't go to school. I missed about a
Sorry,
month and a
pulling an
half
amber
of
there.
school. And something that was actually funny about the whole thing, like my leg was so swollen and so bad that when it was healing, my skin just peeled off like in big goops. It was disgusting. I actually
She said that was the funny part. Does she know what words mean? That was the funny part. I know, Rio. He's singing the song of his people again today. That wasn't funny, and I'd like to make my point, go back and play it again, but I don't want to hear that again. So we're not. We're just gonna go with it. That she said it was funny, but it's not funny.
actually ended up getting cellulitis one other time after that, nowhere near as bad. And my doctor at the time knew exactly what antibiotic to put me on, and I was able to actually get better less than a week because
you
I
took your pills?
knew it was coming before it came.
Because you took your medication
Really
as
weird.
prescribed?
It was scary, and it's definitely something I worry about frequently whenever I'm scratched on the leg or whenever I stub my toe. Um, I'm scared to get it again because I don't have insurance and I don't have the money for antibiotics. I don't have the money to just go to the hospital or go to a doctor. But I haven't had
Nerf
it
me
since I
harder.
was 17. So knock on.
Rio, you're starting to annoy me a little tiny bit now. Well, now you're cute. Nerf Me Harder says, I was so sick, I was dying almost, and it was funny, and the doctors thought I was so unique, and I'm amazing. Look at me. Not you. Because Rio's amazing. Why are you doing this? Oh, because it's 5:30. I see. He's got a reason. We have to feed him. This is almost done, Rio. Just let's get to the end of this, and then I'll feed you. Okay? Is that okay? You're a good boy. All right. Let's get through this, and then we can feed Rio. He eats at 5, and it's 5:30, so that's why he's yelling at me.
Wood, if that's wood. Oh, Twinkie, it was me. So if you guys ever like get those symptoms like a flu, and you can get cellulitis anywhere, actually. It could be in your fingers, it can be your head, your eye, whatever. And you could be skinny, you can be big. It doesn't matter. The fact that I am bigger is actually a culprit as to why I got it. I wanted to share that with you guys. It was just a really scary, traumatic
God,
experience
that's an ugly shirt.
that I went through, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. I tell a lot of people this story and they're like, cellulitis. Like a lot of the time when I tell people I've had cellulitis, they're like, oh yeah, I have cellulite too. I'm like, cellulitis is not cellulite. Like, two different things, girl.
Listen, everybody has cellulite. I'm very special. I have cellulitis. You wouldn't understand. You're not nearly as special as I am. That was good. That was really good. Salty crab. Thank you for that. That was really, really good. Yes, it was. Rio said it was great. Now, can you just feed me? Now, oh, there it is. It's hard because I can't. It's supper time, right? So we should probably do a little schmuck bang. But it's hard because I can't see the phone from the, like, I might. Oh, hang on. I'll try and do this. And then I can watch what we're doing. Oh, see, now you're seeing everything. I don't want you to see all that mess. I don't know how we're going to accomplish this very well, but let's see if we can. Feed the man. All right, Rio, we're coming. Coming. We're coming. I know. You can't see as the other camera. Oh, there he is. Hang on. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Come here. I don't know if I have him in the camera or not. Hang on. Hang on. Some boy. Real mukbang. All right. Look, feet for free. Feet for free. It's hard because I don't have the right. Never mind. It's not important. Just believe me when I tell you. So Rio's gonna have his little mukbang, and now you can see all the crap in my house. There, see? It's almost ever so tidy now. This is down really far. Oh, our angles are all off today, aren't we? Okay. You saw him a little bit? Cat Lou says, we'd pay for feet. You guys are really weird about feet. I don't know why the whole internet is so weird about feet. It's weird, It's weird. You're weird. You're weird people. You're weird, strange human beings, which is, kind of why I love you. Parasocial. Well, I think I'm going to call it because I don't have anything else to say right now. Hey, here's something just before I go. The other night we were looking at, because as I've told you, Paige, the moderator, is coming to Costa Rica with me, which should be so much fun. We will vlog all of it. We will do many live streams from there. But the other night we were watching I was showing her some Costa Rica videos about where we're going, and we're talking about that stuff. We're doing it in a voice chat because other people are interested in travel stuff too. Um, and then we ended up just chatting. Just the two of us were chatting for a long time, and a whole bunch of people just sat there and listened to us. And then they later told us that it was like a podcast, and they thought we should do a podcast. So, Paige works full time, but I thought it might be fun because I really enjoyed it. It was a fun vibe. So I thought I'll talk to Paige. She's not here right now. She's working. But I'll talk to her later. You know, that hooker do anything. I thought maybe we could do a little like to practice, maybe do a little Discord podcast maybe every 10 days or week or 2 weeks or something like that. I'll talk to her because I think it would be fun. You guys seem to enjoy it. And I think if we put a little bit of effort into it, we could really do it well. Jace, the sound guy, Narc Alert TNA Discord. That's it. So I thought maybe we'd do it in there. And then it's kind of like a little practice. We could have guests on Discord too, right? That'd be fun. And then it's like a little practice, getting the vibe check. Before we go away together. Are you happy now? Are you coming to say thank you? You're such a good man. You're a very good man, Riri. He's the best boy. He's really the best boy. Um, oh, here's a little dimension note. One of the things I got today with all these books is I got a book for Joan that has a page for every single day. So I said to her, what we're going to do from now on is in the morning when we talk, I'm going to tell you things that you're going to write down so that in an hour, when you forget, like, because it's getting bad, she phones me like 6 times a day to say, what are we having for supper? I'm going to go pick something up. I go, no, we already discussed supper 4 times and we're having this. And she never remembers. So I said, what we're going to do is in the morning when we touch, I'm going to get you to write these things down. Like I'm going to tell you tonight we're having meatloaf and you're going to write down meatloaf for dinner at 6 p.m. I'm hoping, you know, and I tried to frame it in a way that it will help her frustrations. I said to her, instead of saying, you're driving me fucking nuts calling me 52 times a day, I said to her, I thought it must be very frustrating for you, to always wonder what we're doing for dinner and then you don't know if you have to go buy something or not. And it must be very frustrating. So this will help you not be frustrated. And she kind of went with that. So let's see if that works. I'm hoping. So I put notes in it before I left. Oh, and tomorrow, I know you guys don't care, except that I know you care about me. So you do care. Tomorrow morning, we have the geriatric assessment at Mount Sinai Hospital. So fingers crossed, it could be a really bad day, but it could be a very helpful day as well. So we'll have to see how that goes. I don't know if I'll be able to do a video because I'll be doing that. And it's a 2 to 3 hour appointment tomorrow. But maybe we can do a live stream tomorrow night because do a non-amber live stream in the evening. Narc Alert, what date? Oh my God, Ella. It's freaking hump day. Do you know? It's hump day. Where's Javi? Javi. Hey, Javi. It's hump day. Okay, Rio's not driving me crazy at all. I don't care what you think. If you think that a cat meowing nonstop for an hour or two at a time is annoying, while the rest of your life is also annoying, no, it's not. It's joyful and I love it. I love every second of it. And I hope he does it for another hour solid. Nah. You are so annoying today. Yes, I'm talking to you. Do you want to say goodbye to your friends? You want to say goodbye to your friends? Don't put your bum in the camera all the time. Nobody wants to see your bum. They don't. They really don't. No, nobody wants to see it. It knocks my glasses off my face. Well, I'm going to go. We're going to do something in Discord because I don't have to go do dinner tonight. But I don't know what we should do. I don't know if we feel like games or not. You'll let me know. We'll figure something out. He's scooting a lot. I think I got to take him to the vet. Apparently, when male cats scoot too much, they need to get their anal glands expressed. I never had a boy cat before. Tusk. Thirsty Busker says Tusk. We watched Tusk this week, and I gotta say, I was thrilled because there were so many people that attended and actually liked it. It's Jody, my moderator's very favorite movie, and I quite like it too. It's 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 actually pretty well made for a twisted movie. There's Paige. Y'all still on? I was just saying goodbye. I was just wrapping it up, Paige. But I was telling them that maybe we should do a Discord podcast every couple of weeks or a week or so to practice because the kids seem to enjoy us just talking the other night. I think Tusk might be the official movie of our Discord. Yeah, no, you and me. No, you and Crusader. You know what's funny? When I start my I let him use this my StreamYards setup once to do a whatever he was doing. And so I have all Crusaders crap still in my backstage here. Like, it's going to be like, I won't do it for too long because it's really loud. No, I won't do it at all because it's really loud. But you know, his big intro with the fire and the loud music and stuff, I have that. I'm always tempted to do that in the opening instead of my the jungle jams, just to freak everybody out. Oh, it was from the Jeopardy. That's right, because Paige was here. Do it like this. We miss him. I hope he's doing very well. And he added all kinds of weird overlays in here. This is all stuff he added. Look at, he added this. He added this. I've got all his assets. I got everybody's crap here. Because that's how, look, because I've even got, you know what else I've got in music wise? I've got.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3.
I got everybody's stuff here. They don't have my stuff. They're all asses. I'm a member of everybody's channel. They're not. You know, Snowflake's not even a member of my channel. Come on now. I think Crusader was. I watch everybody's videos, you know, Team Merc always there to support, publicly supporting. Yeah, sis boom frickin' raw. Nobody does that. Except you guys. We don't need them. You know why? Because we're really not pick me girls. See that? We came full circle. See what I did there? Full circle. Okay. I'm going to go. I got nothing left to talk to you people about. What the heck? Maybe eat something. Do something in Discord. See what's going on with this incredibly noisy little cat. Go have dinner, you guys. We'll do something in Discord. I think tomorrow we'll do a live stream, but a non-Amber one, and I'm not sure what time because I don't know about these doctor's appointments and what time they end. So, you know, keep an eyeball on all the notifications, and we'll do a non-Amber live stream tomorrow because that's fun. Because we have more fun when we don't do Amber at all, except this one was really fun. Thank you again to Salty Crab, and thank you to my amazing moderators and my amazing community of people in here, because you guys rock my world. It's true. You slap. Thank you all for joining me today at the Silly Look at Amber, and until we meet again tomorrow, be kind and hasta luego.